Yes, now it started. Yes, good. It took lots of time. It's okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Rajveer, can you please confirm your student ID, please?
It's 303767
Yes. 674. Are you sure?
3767.
Hmm.
Sorry, 30376734.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Rajveer, for providing your student ID. I'm going to give certain guidelines regarding to oral exam.
Okay.
First of all, there will be 3 questions and maximum 5 minutes will be provided for each question.
Okay.
Okay. And the second, when we have done with the session, you have to stop recording, download the session, upload on YouTube, and
Yes.
then upload that YouTube link on Moodle.
Okay.
Okay. And the third thing is one checklist has been provided by Dr. Allen. You have to fill it up and send back to Dr. Allen.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any
Yes.
other question you have regarding these guidelines?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Rajveer. All the very best. I'm going to start your oral exam. Okay, then. Second thing, I'm going to ask a question. If you want, you can ask me to repeat the question.
Okay.
Or if you want to write for your reference, the question, you can write it down.
Okay.
Okay, all the very best again.
Thank you, ma'am.
So first question for you is Rajveer, with examples,
Yes, ma'am.
what are the 10 managerial level practitioner skills?
Wait a minute, ma'am.
Yes, sure.
Yes, ma'am. Can I start now?
Yes, sure. Yes, Rajveer, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Uh, it's start by first managerial level practitioner skills. First is critical and inquiring thinker. Can ask challenging and critical questions, analyze data and situations in order to provide advice and make decisions. Second is solutions driven, is focused on achieving business objectives by offering workable best fit solutions in the context of organization's operating environment. Next is further oriented, is open to new ideas and focuses on continuous learning and improvement and applying new and emerging technology solutions. Next is influencer, has the capacity to develop a relationship and exercise influence on others to affect the actions, behavior or opinions of others. Next is courageous, has the ability to challenge the status, be assertive, try new things, and has to necessary authority to negotiate outcomes as required. Understand and care, is able to demonstrate emotionally intelligent behavior, to look at a situation and uh, understand the varied perspective of different stakeholders. Collaborative, has the productive relationship and consult the foster effective conversation with key stakeholders when making decisions. Credible, is trustworthy, ethical, personally credible, and operates with integrity and provides consist advice. Resolver issue, can bring together stakeholder and terms and delivery timely outcomes. And last is professional, conduct self appropriately to the situation, leads by example, evidence based, promote merit, fairness, equity, and is held in by the stakeholders.
Thank you, Rajveer, for providing for the answer for the first question. So Rajveer, I will ask you the second question. Meanwhile, you can prepare for that and I will just note down your reply for the first question. Okay. The second question for you is, one of HRM function is to support team-based work in organizations. To do this, HRM practitioners to have an understanding of teamwork. To this end, what is the teamwork continuum?
Ma'am, repeat please.
One of the HRM function is to support teamwork in organizations. To do this, HRM practitioners to have an understanding of teamwork. To this end, what is teamwork continuum?
Okay.
I've just written. If you have any confusion, you can, the last line, okay?
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just recording your answer for the first question.
Okay.
Yes, Rajveer, you can start with the second question.
Um, a team is a group of people who work together towards a common goal. Teams have defined membership and a set of activities to take part in. People on a team collaborate on sets to relate tasks that are required to achieve an objective. Um, Teams in the workplace. A sports team are a good example of how teams work. For example, a basketball team has individual players who each contribute towards the goal of winning a game. Similarly, in business setting, most work is accomplished by team of individuals who collaborate on activities with the defined outcomes. Because teams are so prevalent in business organization, it is important for employees to have the skill necessary to work effectively with others. Organization typically have many teams, and an individual is frequently a member of more than one team. Some teams are permanent and are responsible for ongoing activities. For example, a team in other case, team is formed for a temporary purpose. These are called project team and have a defined beginning at the end point linked to achieving the particular one-time goal. The purpose of team is organization from teams to accomplish tasks that are too large or complex for an individual to complete. Teams are also effective for work uh, for um, for for work that requires different type of skills and expertise. For example, the development of new product involves understand customer needs as well as how to design and build a product that will meet these needs. Accordingly, a new product development team would include people with customer knowledge as well as engineer designer and engineers. Um,
Rajveer, 1 minute left.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Rajveer, for providing your second answer. I will give you the third question. Meanwhile, I will just note down your reply for the second question. The third one is for you. With examples, what impact does operational HRM have on other organization? I'm just repeating. With example, what impact does operational HRM have on the organization?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just noting down. So meanwhile, you can prepare for the third question.
Yes.
Yes, Rajvi, you can start.
Yes. Operational HRM, it is performing operationally human resource staff members and top level administrators. The tasks they accomplish are generally high visible to employees because they are focused on the daily work issue attributed to the ongoing needs of your team. These include vital tasks such as recruitment, interviewing, and hiring, risk management also. Operational HR management may use and maintain computerized HR information system and may also oversee payroll department. Example, it may involve employee counseling and coaching, the creation of employee rewards program and developing social programs to engage employees, attending operational meetings with the line manager as well as devising and implementing training programs may be part of an operational HR manager's day. um, Next is operational impacts of operational on organization is workforce and workplace design, HR planning, recruitment and selection, culture and change leader, employee motivation, culture development, stakeholder mentor and coach, developing staff, managing performance. These are the these points are it is a impact that are on the organization. Uh, a basis of HRM, recruitment, selection, and training affect the performance and stability on the organization. These exercises have the ability to influence employee behavior or build values that develop the organization culture. Change in behavior defines how one acts or conducts oneself in any situation. Therefore, if HR exercise could positively affect the behavior, improving positive thinking about organizational initiatives towards the employees, it would lead to positive result for the business. In organization culture where employees engagement is common, it is more likely to have higher employee satisfaction and encourage than the ones that do not favor employee involvement. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Rajveer, for providing all the three questions. Now, Rajveer, you have to stop recording and download it, and you have to upload within 30 minutes on Moodle. Okay, and don't forget to fill the checklist and send it back to Dr. Allen.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All the very best for your future.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.